ExtremeTech's best cars and car tech for 2018. There are virtually no bad cars anymore. Our choices for the best cars for 2018 are based most of all on technology, rather than exterior design or the best leather-imitating vinyl. Technology is the difference maker in cars, what separates the good, better, and best. Here, we salute the best of the best in cars, car companies, and technologies for electrified driving, self-driving, and safe driving. The 10th generation, 2018 Honda Accord represents a nearly flawless execution of the midsize sedan genre. It's safe, roomy, quick, and efficient. Along mainstream midsize sedans, only the Mazda 6 is a serious competitor in the handling department. Every Accord sold gets the Honda Sensing Safety System, stop-and-go adaptive cruise control with low-speed follow, lane keep assist, lane keeping assist system in Honda terminology, with road departure mitigation, forward collision warning and collision mitigation braking systems, and traffic sign recognition. Other than the entry LX, all Accords offer Sport, or make standard, X, XL, Touring, blind spot detection and rear cross-traffic alert. The high-end Touring includes a head-up display and an adaptive suspension. Honda has shifted to turbocharged four-cylinder engines, 1.5 liters, 192 horsepower, 30 miles per gallon city, 38 miles per gallon highway, 33 miles per gallon combined, with a continuously variable transmission, or 2.0 liters, 252 horsepower, 23/34/27 mile per gallon on the 2.0T with a Honda-designed 10-speed automatic. The Sport trim line has a 6-speed manual. With the Accord, Honda returns display audio, its center stack LCD, 2 employee volume and tuning knobs plus 8 buttons. Not only is the Accord America's best mainstream sedan, it is outsold only by the also-new Toyota Camry, by the smaller Honda Civic, and 8 SUVs and pickups. The new Accord is close to perfect. A decent Accord, the X, runs $28,000, while a loaded Touring is $34,000. While Tesla irons out its Model 3 manufacturing issues, the Chevrolet Bolt EV has soared to second place in sales among the 40-some EVs and plug-in hybrid electric cars. And for good reason. It's a solid car with a reasonable price, for EVs, after rebates and credits, that gets 238 miles per charge. It will still be a solid car when Tesla gets things squared away on the production line. I've driven the Bolt EV several times now, and you're supposed to say Bolt EV not just Bolt, so as not to confuse anyone relative to the Volt plug-in hybrid. It does all you'd want as a commuter car, urban runabout, or weekend getaway car when you're not getting away all that far. If you just drive in from work, you can be as much as 20 miles from the office and do all 5 days of commuting before you need to plug in to recharge. If you're going a long way, rent a car. You've probably noticed rentals are way cheaper on weekends anyhow. For a vehicle just 164 inches long, the Bolt EV is reasonably roomy in back. Tromp the throttle and it scoots in urban traffic. On the highway, you can do 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 7 seconds. Put the shifter in L instead of D, and you'll engage more serious regenerative braking once you lift off the throttle, thus L probably stands for lift not low, and more still if you tap the left side shifter paddle, making this effectively a one-pedal car for all but panic braking. The center stack display is 10 inches diagonal. Most compact cars make do with 7 or 8. The styling has been called dorky. I'd call it unique or memorable and not as a euphemism. Small cars such as this need to maximize interior volume. The Bolt EV starts at $38,000, but while the federal EV tax credit remains, that and credits in several big states bring the starting price down into the high 20s. Chevrolet reignited the sleepy and aging midsize pickup truck market 5 years ago with the midsize Chevrolet Colorado pickup, then added more features. In the past year, Chevrolet got into off-roading, for racers and for regular folks, in a big way with the ZR2. Using costly spool valve shocks from Formula One supplier Multimatic, the Colorado ZR2 varies shock absorber response depending on the speed of impact, on the dampers, and different points in shock travel. On highways or dirt roads with few bumps, the response is actually to make the ride smoother than conventional shocks. The cost of moving up is reasonable, about $7,000 over the next model down, the Colorado Z71. Although it's also 2x the cost of the entry Colorado with rear drive only, you'll pay in the mid-40s for the base ZR2, and $3,500 more if you want the torque of the optional 4-cylinder turbo diesel versus the base ZR2 with a V6 gas engine. The ZR2 is at least $5,000 less than the full-size Ford Raptor, with a huge V8 engine and more bulk when negotiating tight off-road routes. With the Colorado ZR2, one pickup does it all: commute to work Monday to Friday, haul remodeling supplies from Home Depot this weekend, tow a boat or fool around off-road next weekend. Every car should have a basic core of driver assistance safety features that warn and react in case there's not enough time to react, or you aren't paying full attention at a critical moment. Toyota does have the core available, called the Toyota Safety System. It is standard on all trim lines, model variants, of virtually every car line Toyota sells. This means you can buy a new Toyota knowing you don't have to wonder if the safety the automaker crows about is really on this entry trim line of a $24,000 model, or if you have to get the $29,000 trim line, or switch to the next bigger Toyota. On most Toyotas, you get everything except blind spot detection, more below. That is TSSP currently, evolving to a more comprehensive TSS, no suffix, and includes. A couple of the least expensive current Toyotas have a simpler version, TSSC. The most notable difference is the omission of ACC. Instead, you get pre-collision alerts you if you get too close to the car in front. Lane departure warning alerts if you drive onto or over the lane edge marking. Those two use a camera at the top of the windshield, sometimes two, and radars in the front grille. The only key driver assist safety feature missing is blind spot detection, which uses radars embedded in the rear bumper to track cars in your left and right blind spots that are coming up quickly. Of cars that offer blind spot detection, virtually all make it an option. So far, no mainstream automaker rolls BSD into a TSS-like package. It is the logical next step in safety, but will require multiple rear radars, which can also be used for a rear cross-traffic alert. Toyota's brandmate Lexus has similar safety systems on its lineup. Toyota competitor Honda has a single package called Honda Sensing with full-range adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, forward collision warning with collision mitigation braking, and road departure mitigation. Honda says penetration in 2018 is expected to be Accord and Clarity, 100%, Odyssey 95%, CR-V, 83%, Fit, 60%, Pilot, 44%, Ridgeline, 39%, and Civic, 11%. It's almost like a religion. General Motors held aloft the oracle of OnStar and wandered in the tech before its time desert for decades, preaching the gospel of automatic crash notification, all while the company ran through OnStar leaders who grew disgruntled, left, and wrote tell-all books. That was then. Now OnStar has a reason for being. Telematics embedded in every car means automakers can download software updates and offer cellular calling if you forgot your phone. Incredible margins. Owners can stream music and videos, and get map destination downloads if they're having trouble finding an address on their own. EV owners can remotely see how much battery charge is left and, if the car is plugged in, schedule charging for the cheapest time of night and also have the car warmed up and the seats preheated before heading out in the morning. Other benefits with OnStar: the car can report a problem during warranty to GM and the local dealer before a small repair gets bigger. Outside of warranty, the car can remind the owner of service intervals and schedule appointments with the dealer.